Why do you need to meditate? Why do you need to meditate? Why is meditation so important? Because it disengages your false sense of self. That's what it does. It allows you to slip out of that false I, the ego, which is your sense of self, your conscious sense of self based on your body. Whether you look in the mirror, you see that thing, and you think that's I. So I think this, I think that, I believe this, I believe that. It has a whole bunch, a mindset and a bunch of beliefs around that sense of self. And then there's a whole emotional world around those beliefs and those thoughts. None of that's who you are. None of that is who you are. This is amazing. This is amazing what I'm sharing with you now. It's absolutely amazing. This is the game of life. This is what it's all about. So the Gene Keys readings, I do these Gene Keys soul readings. When you look at the Gene Keys, what it shows you is that the consciousness descends into matter. It comes down into the world. The spiritual being descends. So it comes down, the consciousness descends into the physical, and then because it adopts the physical persona as I, it becomes a physical being identified with physicality, not a spiritual being identified with spirituality. Because of that, it gets stuck in the shadow world. And the Gene Keys shows you basically this map of your shadow world and how to navigate out of it. So we have to deal with all these shadows, these darker aspects of ourselves, the negative aspects of ourselves, the challenges, the obstacles. It's the shadow world is an obstacle course. It's a bunch of challenges that provide a significant degree of challenge for you as consciousness to navigate. And this is what it's all about. So you can't heal the ego. You can't fix the problems that the ego has, because the ego itself is problematic. It's when consciousness, when a spiritual being identifies with the body as I, it's like when you get into your car to drive your car and you think that the car is you. Now, no one thinks that. If anyone was driving around in the car and they said that I am the car, they'd think, oh, well, this person's obviously lost their mind. But this is what we do. The consciousness is driving around in the physical body, and it says, I am the physical body. And that's the ego. It's very, very simple. So the game of life is to discern between the ego and the thoughts of the ego, the mind of the ego, and the emotional processes of the ego that go with that mind and those thoughts, all those false beliefs based on this inaccurate sense of self. And so meditation is to bring you to this place where you can sit in the peace of yourself. And when you do that, you realize, oh, there's actually nothing wrong with me. I don't need healing. I don't need fixing. There's nothing wrong with me at all. I just have to be careful about when I get triggered into my shadow world and I start repeating these patterns. And the more I repeat them, the stronger they become. And playing out these emotions like a Muppet in the Muppet Show. And that's what this world is. It's a Muppet Show full of Muppets. Everybody talking and thinking, thinking and talking, talking and thinking, thinking and talking, trying to figure it out, making a big noise. I think this, I believe that. But none of that actually solves anything, because there's more thinking and talking going on than ever before, thanks to social media and the internet. But the problems that we are facing have exponentially increased over the last 20 years since the internet has been around. Why is that? Because there's so much more information made available. And so people can get more and more and more and more information, and therefore more and more and more and more confused. So you can't fix anything through the ego strategies. Nothing at all can be fixed. Nothing. Or you can have the illusion that things are improving, or the illusion that you've healed yourself, or the illusion, that you've solved a problem, but really you haven't. So the only solution is to move within yourself, to navigate within yourself, and this is the whole purpose of your life, the whole purpose of existence, the whole purpose of creation, so that you can see what's being reflected in the mirror around you. The energy world is a mirror. It reflects consciousness. And from that reflection, get an idea, a feeling, some guidance, a clue into what you need to focus on inside yourself. And then how to navigate through that landscape is a very personal and intimate thing that you have to discover yourself. And it requires immense sensitivity. It requires tremendous faith. Faith is so important because it holds your focus. It holds a focus. It deepens your focused commitment beyond your mind, beyond your emotions. And along with faith, you need forgiveness. You need to forgive everyone, forgive everything, especially the unforgivable wounds. Why? Because when you do that, you untangle yourself, you dissolve the glue that keeps you tangled up and stuck in all these old patterns of thought and emotions. You're able to release your position on things, to experience the spiritual freedom that exists constantly within yourself. So this inner peace, spiritual freedom, deep, deep, deep peace, inner stillness, the love that you can experience inside there, it's all available. It's all available, but you have to practice certain things in order to be able to experience it inside yourself. And that's what meditation is for. Thought for the day.